this spring. I'll show you what it's for in just a minute. Where these guys, this Tygon tubing makes these bends, it tends to get a little squashed, and if we squash this, the lifeline of oil going into our engine, if it kinks and shuts off the oil supply to this oil pump, we're in big trouble. We have a very, very expensive rebuild, which we've already done twice on this engine. We didn't seize it. It was rebuilt once by Bakersfield Yamaha. Sat for 10 years and then was rebuilt by yours truly. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't have any idea. I hope it does. Pull that guy off. Take that guy off. I don't know if I'm going to need this anymore because I'm going to put some spring material on there. Let's check it out. I did get the smaller of two sizes that they had like this, because this one had a smaller wire diameter, so it's a little bendier, or should be, than the other one, because I don't think the other one would have took the bends too well. But that's a good sign. It fits on there. And it fits pretty snug, which I guess is probably pretty good. So the question is, how much spring do we need? Push it back in there. So what I'm worried about is now it's just going to transfer to the kink is going to transfer to the weakest link here. Might need a longer piece of spring. Now we got a really nice, about halfway kink there, but I'm going to see if I can pull the spring down over that thing. There we go. Oh, nice. Wow. It actually looks pretty dang good. Nice. I have to get this cover and see if this spring is going to hit the cover, but I don't think it's going to matter if it pushes on it a little bit. That hose is not going to kink.
The series. So here we are, game 3.
I like it. So far I'm calling that a win.
All of the games will be played. There's like an MLB bubble.
See if I can find the side cover. That was pretty easy. Oh, it's going to be fine. Barely touching the spring. I like it. I got to do the other side too on the oil tank where it makes a bend. There we go. That looks pretty good. this is the other side at the oil tank, obviously. Get the hell out of here. Bit of a start of a kink there. So we'll get a piece of spring on that and see how we do. Alright, I've got a piece of spring for this one. Let's see if this one works as well as the last one. I don't really like these sharp spring pieces here, but I don't think they're going to touch the hose ever. Shove it in there a little extra. Put this guy back on. Keeps wanting to slide all the way in. I don't want it to slide all the way in. Nice.
This year's class, let's talk about the class.
I don't know, people. This looks pretty good to me.
Houston, 9 Inch Nails, Notorious B.I.G., and T-Rex. They'll all be
I like it.
a special on HBO on November 7th. So
Very nice. Okay, I think
right? The party's canceled, so we're going to give you a special.
call it win number 2 for the spring exercise here.
A trailer.
I'll need to do the same thing to this motorcycle sitting right behind me.
Taking part in this for Springsteen.
Any future bikes that use this Tygon tubing that might take a sharp bend like that,
2020. So November
I like
7th,
it. I really like that.
special air on HBO at 8 p.m.
Pretty solid. I did put two-stroke oil in the two-stroke oil tank reservoir. What happens? Oh, and then I bled it. Of course, using the oil pump bleed screw down there. And one thing that happens when you first put your oil in these oil lines and bleed it, you can see that big air bubble in there. Interestingly, when you have a solid black oil line on there, like what was on there originally, you wouldn't even see that. You can bleed the oil out of the oil pump all day long with that little bleed screw right there, and that airline will not go away. So what I've done in the past is take this piece of rubber bicycle inner tube, I'll take the oil cap off and tie wrap this guy on there, and with very, very low pressure from the air compressor and an air nozzle, just put it into that little hole, open the bleed screw on the oil pump, and watch that air bubble go away. Let's give it a shot. There's the air bubble. It's about 4.5 inches long, I'd say. Alright. Oh, I need to put the bicycle inner tube thing on there first. I tie wrapped the inner tube piece onto the oil tank right there. Only took one tie wrap. I just ran the air compressor for about 20 seconds. It takes very little pressure to do this. At least it did last time. So I'm going to take this guy, put it in the hole, and charge it. Put a little air in there. After I open the bleeder screw, let's see if this works. There goes oil. Alright. The air bubble is moving on its own right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and fire away on this thing. It stopped. Here we go. that's it. I don't see any more air coming through. Just need to wipe this little mess up. Put the oil cap back on there. For today's work on this bike, I think I can call a win on getting the air out of the oil supply line to the oil pump.